Welcome to the Austin LGBT Chamber of Commerce podcast. I'm Tina Cannon. We're going to talk about all things local business here in town, but for topics today, Chamber's got $1 million for local businesses. A local restaurant chain was acquired, and the best cities for renters list came out. Let's see where Austin ranks. We'll be back. Howdy, y'all. I'm Tina Cannon. I'm your president and CEO of the Austin LGBT Chamber of Commerce. As always, help me welcome my team, Amy and Colton.
Hello. Oh, there's that sad crowd again. It's like, oh, that's so nice.
Gosh, we
Hello.
have some new fans.
3 of them.
Yeah, I heard they had a different rhythm.
The one chick I think was getting a little too excited.
I love it.
How y'all been? I have been horrible. We'll get to that later. How y'all been?
Doing well.
Doing okay.
We're trying out a new remote style today. So Amy is joining us remotely. So if you hear anything squirrely, like a dog chasing a squirrel, then you know what's going on. We don't have
It is
squirrels in our
actively
office.
happening right now.
It's a beautiful day to chase a squirrel. I would love to, but I am filtered beyond filtered on this microphone today. I'm wearing a mask. I feel like it's 3 years ago. My wife has COVID. So I'm trying to be extra good to those around me because y'all are headed out of town next week and I don't want to get you sick.
We are.
We are.
Ooh, sunny Palm Springs.
Hot Palm Springs.
Yeah.
Sunny and hot.
Have you looked at the temperatures? What are you looking at?
Oh, 110 plus.
Yeah, 116, wasn't it the other day? But it's 80 degrees at night.
Well, that'll feel good, though. I mean, just do everything at night. Just stay inside during the day. Go to the conference.
It's that desert weather. Yeah. Sweater weather versus desert weather.
I mean, it's a cute city. Y'all will have a good time. And you'll get to meet all the other chamber peeps.
Yeah. We'll need like a snow cone on the walk over to the convention center.
Oh, you love a snow cone.
Is there going to be like a white party at this? So they're going. So for the listeners, they're going to the National LGBT Chamber of Commerce conference in sunny Palm Springs next week. So if you're listening next week, I'll be joined by a special guest next week, Todd Hogan from KMFA and Aglyph, talking about all things arts next week.
Amazing. No white party, but it's like a Hollywood.
Amy's already trying to order me a costume.
I am. It's so fun. Like, I'm usually here for the banter, but I think I'm going to take it up a notch and go a little more glam this year. Because initially when they were marketing for it's like a networking mixer. They do this like one night. It's like a happy hour thing. And it was Golden Age of Hollywood. And I was like, okay, I'm here for this. Everybody watch out. Marlena Dietrich is on the way. But yeah. But now it's just like Queens of the Screen. Just general Hollywood. So I do have a backup in case I need a wardrobe change.
Pressure's on there, Colton.
I will be walking in there just like this, probably.
So... Come on, man. I was really trying to get to rally like the other Texas chambers to all dress up like Sandra Bullock from Miss Congeniality when they come out as the state's Lady Liberty. And I was like, okay, everybody, I have this idea. What do we think? And they're like, that sounds hilarious. No, thank you.
You're on your own.
That was my response too.
Come on. I love a dress up though.
Well, I'm sure our folks will be thrilled to hear about all the activities and fun that you guys get into in sunny Palm Springs. But let's take a look at some local headlines. So it's nice to have a headline of our own. The Austin Diversity Ethnic Chamber Alliance, DECA, which we are a part of, announced a first draft of a regional equity and economic development plan, the READ plan, and a historic $1 million small business loan fund. So this was us. We're in the headlines, people. This is pretty fun. So this last week, DECA, which is inclusive of the Black, Asian, Hispanic, and our chambers of commerce, in partnership with our friends over at BCL of Texas, Business and Community Lenders of Texas, and a significant investment from our pals over at Wells Fargo, put together a $1 million loan fund for all of our DECA Chamber members. I mean, it was a pretty big to-do this last week.
That's amazing.
Yeah. We had Kirk Watson out there, Judge Brown, Councilmember Alter, Downtown Austin Alliance. I mean, it was, and of course, Wells Fargo with their big check. Very fun for our members.
It was
Yeah,
fun.
and
I
a
love
packed
the
crowd.
library.
Yes, we had it at the library.
So
What did
pretty.
you just call it?
The library.
I thought you said library for a minute.
No,
I was
no.
gonna have to I'm gonna have to
No. I
There
don't
goes
advertise
that Texas
from-
education again.
down at the library. But it's going to be fantastic because that kind of money multiplies in a community. So it'll be great to be able to have easier access to those types of loan funds. It's a less stringent underwriting process than if you would just walk into a bank on your own as a small business owner. Because you're a DECA member, we put this program together with BCL and Wells Fargo. You have access to these $1 million worth of funds that are available to help move your business forward. So if you are interested in learning more, definitely reach out to us or to any one of the minority chambers that you may be a member of. But pretty exciting to have $1 million for all. I think it's a first. I think it's a first.
It's a huge deal. I love it.
We will take it. So Darden Restaurants is going to be buying Chuy's for $605 million. One of Austin's most iconic brands has agreed to be bought by Darden for the deal. They also own Olive Garden and Longhorn Steakhouse. They've agreed to buy all the outstanding shares of the Tex-Mex restaurants for $37 a share in an all-cash deal that was announced July 17th. Pretty impressive. You can learn more about the deal at ABJ, but I mean, Chuy's, rock on, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$605 million. That's a lot of tacos.
Yeah.
So Chuy's originated in Austin? Is that?
Yeah, it's one of our iconic brands for sure.
I did not know that.
Just
Um,
ruin the jalapeno lime
Don't do it.
ranch.
You hear that, Darden Restaurants? Do not jack with our jalapeno ranch.
exactly. But if you wanted to throw some Red Lobster cheddar biscuits on the menu, I would not hate it.
I know somebody described Chuy's as the Olive Garden of Tex-Mex. So
Mhm.
it's kind of appropriate that Darden's, who owns Olive Garden, purchased Chuy's.
Yeah, it's pretty on brand, I think.
I mean, it's
And the
food. Right? It's great. It's created jobs. It's very iconic.
yeah,
But it's not like a,
it's not authentic.
yeah, it's not.
No, good happy hour though. Good happy hour.
Or good chips and salsa. Good stuff.
I do like reading
Yeah.
through all the comments on stories like that.
Seriously.
Like
People are losing their mind.
Why?
Like, how dare they sell out? You're a sellout. No, it's called business, bro. It's why we're here.
Oh gosh. Yeah. I mean, some people just don't get it.
Yeah. There was a couple of long time, there's people even on my social media pages commenting on it. I'm like, that's why do you think they're here? Like, if they wanted to just be one and done, they would have one restaurant open and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
No, you want to succeed. You want to move on. $37.50 a share. So if you were holding on to a NASDAQ CHUY, you just came into some money. But congratulations to our friends over at Chuy's and Darden. Responsibility is on you to not mess with our sauce. So there is a new list out from our friends over at, where are we?
The New York Times.
New York Times. On the best cities for renters. So a recent study by Rent Cafe crunched the numbers looking at the U.S. cities with the largest rental units, 149 in all, ranking them on 20 different metrics across 3 weighted categories. Cost of living, which is half of the ranking, local economy, 30% of the ranking, and quality of life. So very subjective, pretty much, for almost half of it. So the best city for renters right now in those 3 categories: cost of living, local economy, and quality of life. Number 1 is Charleston, South Carolina.
Wow.
Not Austin.
I wouldn't expect that.
I would have thought that would be so expensive.
Now, Austin is like what? Where are we? 7th on the list? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th on the list. We come after Round Rock. Yeah, so we come after McKinney, Texas. So McKinney might have a great cost of living, a great local economy, but then you got to live in McKinney.
Yeah.
Quality of life.
I mean, I think right. They got 80 out of the 100%. Yeah.
I'm here for Scottsdale though. I do like Scottsdale, Arizona.
Yeah. So the list was Charleston, Atlanta, Sarasota, McKinney, Scottsdale, Round Rock, Austin, and then a bunch of others.
I am shocked by Charleston though.
Apparently, it's a good cost of living there, and it's a nice local economy, and it's a good quality of life. It's a real pretty city.
Great quality of life. Very, very cute.
Yeah, it's comparable to Austin.
I'm kind of surprised by the worst places for renters too.
So give us the top 5.
Newark is number 1.
Yeah,
which I'm surprised is higher than Manhattan.
Well,
I mean, I would much rather live in Manhattan.
I'm gonna guess quality of life was probably a little bit better in Manhattan than it was in Newark.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
But then the cost of living is flopped.
True.
I don't know.
But those are 20 and 20%. So we went Newark, Detroit, Sunnyvale, Manhattan, and Anaheim is the top worst places for renters. Although, we were in San Diego a couple of weeks ago, and it's not even in this top 10 list here. And it was a horrible rental place. But like San Jose is on here, which I totally get.
Mm-hmm.
But isn't Anaheim basically just Disneyland?
Yeah, I guess so. But I mean, they've got Bakersfield is on this worst list. Like, how bad can Bakersfield be? It used to be Bakersfield when I grew up in Vegas used to be where you would stop to pee on the way to pee. And there was nothing that's like a McDonald's.
That's Dwight Yoakam territory right there.
It is Dwight Yoakam territory for sure.
That's rhinestone cowboy stuff. Detroit though doesn't surprise me. I mean, it's sad because I really like Detroit. It has so much history, and they can't seem to get it together. Like,
the car bubble just really, really hit them hard, and then and they were really trying to get creative with their downtown revitalization program. They were trying to get creative with trying to attract startup entrepreneurs. I remember years ago when I had my startups, they were trying to get us to go out there, us meaning kind of the collective community of startups. And they're like, here's a free place to stay. Here's a free building. Here's free. Come in. Because they were just dying for some new economy to grab hold and take hold. And unfortunately, it just really hasn't. It's too bad. So Austin,
too bad.
You're number 7, but you're still number 1 in my heart.
Oh, that's nice.
Mine too.
Colton, what's happening at the Austin LGBT Chamber of Commerce?
You can join the Diversity Ethnic Chamber Alliance in partnership with the city's Economic Development Department at the 2nd Annual Small Business Summit on August 9th. Learn from experts in technical assistance, certification, procurement, access to capital, and advocacy. Admission is free for small business attendees. Free.
I love that word, procurement.
No, it sounds weird. Like the more I say it. Oh no, it's going to be bad by the time we get to August 9th. But we've still got a few sponsorship levels available. Mm-hmm. You can visit DECA, CENTX.com to register now.
Yeah, and this is not until a couple of weeks from now, and there's already over 100 people.
Oh, yeah.
Registered for this event.
Well over 100 now.
Yeah. So hear that, sponsors. If you want to get in front of business owners, this is put on by all of the minority chambers of commerce here in town. I mean, breakout sessions around, right? Procurement. And a variety of other topics to help you move your business forward. Highly recommend that you either as a business owner look to attend, or if you are interested in sponsoring. You can join some of the sponsors that we already have. Who's already on tap?
We've got Wells Fargo, JustWorks, Texas Capital, Soul Technologies, Construction Safety Consultants, LLC, SCORE Austin, A Better Force, Texas Facilities Commission, Hot Dog Marketing, and Public Sector Solutions Group Southwest.
Thank you to our sponsors for that event.
Yeah.
Yes. We love on our sponsors.
And we still have booth sponsorships available.
Right.
So it's a really good opportunity to get in front of a lot of small businesses.
Perfect. All right, you people know what to do. What else you got?
We also have a Health and Wellness Committee webinar on August 12th at noon. Speakers for the webinar include St. David's, Out Wellness, Life Healing Nutrition, Clementine Counseling, Ally Medical, Ellie Mental Health, and Vivend Health.
That is fantastic. That is again on August 12th at noon. Where can they watch that webinar?
You can click on our calendar and register for the event. It will be on Teams.
Love that for them.
Yeah.
Every time somebody tells me a meeting's on Teams, I'm like, God, now I got to figure that out.
I know.
I'm a Macker.
I'm not a Microsoft girl.
I'm always like, where's the comment button?
But you know
Microsoft.
You know who is a Microsoft girl?
Mm-hmm.
Me. So good. No reason. There's no reason to obsess over Macintosh.
Whatever. And then we have one more event that you'll hear a lot more about next week with our special guest. We will have the 4th annual Austin Arts Mixer on August 15th in collaboration with KMFA Classical. This event will replace our normally scheduled happy hour. We will be meeting with representatives of over 30 local arts nonprofits and learn more about the Chamber Arts Committee.
I like that.
Yeah, and our friend Alfred from Alfred's Catering will be providing food for the event, and there will be a limited sponsored bar.
I like it. Art, booze, and food. I feel like that's
my
just
3 favorite
perfect.
things.
Yeah. If there's like some shopping in there and maybe like power tools, that would pretty much round it out.
And that event is always one of my favorites every year.
It is. The folks over at KMFA put on a beautiful arts mixer, really to highlight and stand up and support the arts community in the city. And I'm all for artists because I have zero talent and zero skills whatsoever. I can
It's not true.
barely write my name legibly. And so as a chamber, right, my role is to hold up those who do that and make sure that art is not a side hustle and it's their living. You know, let's create a pathway for that to happen. So good stuff.
And if you just enjoy art, plays,
Yes.
music, literally anything, come hang out with us. There will be so many door prizes. Everyone that's there donates a door prize. So they're going to be drawing prizes all night long. Yeah. Well, until the event ends. I'm going to be watching the clock.
Love it. I love it. So yeah, you guys are out next week. If you're going to tune into the show, you'll miss our dear friends, Amy and Colton. But they will be back with us the week after that. But do tune in next week. We'll be having a special guest, Todd Hogan from KMFA, to talk about that art mixer in greater detail, along with his other hat that he wears over at AGLIF, the nation's largest LGBT film festival.
And Austin's oldest film festival.
Yeah, I didn't know if you wanted me to say old, because, you know, gay years.
Whatever.
Oh, jeez.
It's a great time had by all, but he'll go through it. He'll line out a bunch of the movies and films. I love going to the shorts because that's about my attention span. And those are great. They're absolutely fantastic.
And they also gave us a promo code. So hang out with us next week.
I love it. Amy, you got anything else before we sign off?
No. I just can't wait to share pictures of Colton in costume at the NGLCC conference.
Okay. So we'll get those up online before the next podcast. Everybody can see it. That's great. Well, thank you very much for joining us. If you want to be a member of the Chamber or join us for some of our events, you can check out the calendar at austinlgbtchamber.com. If you want to be a guest or a podcast sponsor, you can email us at info@austinlgbtchamber.com. Be sure to check out past episodes of the show, follow us, and check out new episodes every Friday at noon, wherever you get your podcasts. We'll see you next time.